After my sister ran away from her wedding, I married the face-blind CEO in her place. After another late-night sex session, I was scrolling through my phone before bed when I came across a trending post. What should I do after discovering my wife deceived me? I was supposed to marry her sister, but I can't recognize faces. She took her sister's place at the wedding and even gave me an adorable daughter. Someone angrily commented below, "Deception is poison to a marriage. You must divorce her and make her pay." The poster stayed silent for a moment before replying, "Divorce? That's not necessary. But punishment is still in order." I was so scared I couldn't sleep all night, terrified that Holden Stone would use ruthless methods to destroy me. The next day, I nervously clicked on the update. This morning when I made eggs, I secretly burned my wife's portion a little and deliberately didn't arrange it into a heart shape. Even though I know she's been cutting out sweets lately, I still added an extra half spoon of sugar to her milk. When I showered, I also closed the door completely without leaving a gap for her to peek through. This way, she should know I'm a bit angry, right? The moment I received the news that my sister was returning home, Holden Stone had me pinned against his lap, kissing me. Because he'd caught me talking to the new male intern, he seemed jealous. Tonight's sex was particularly intense. My voice was hoarse from begging for mercy, but he still wouldn't let me go. When he carried me to the bathroom to wash up, I was exhausted, my legs trembling. Fortunately, though Holden was clingy in bed, his aftercare was always thorough. Within half an hour, I was back in the soft bed. The man's strong arms wrapped around my waist, his voice hoarse with satisfaction, as if mentioning it casually. "Baby, do you remember what I hate most?" My whole body stiffened. I unconsciously recalled how when I first married him, Holden didn't like me. On our wedding night, he threw a contract at me and coldly warned me. "Automatic divorce after 5 years. By the way, I hate lies more than anything, so don't let me catch you deceiving me." Remembering his expression and tone then, I couldn't help but tremble. I carefully studied his expression and answered in a low voice, "You hate being lied to most." Hearing my answer, Holden's lips curved slightly, as if coaxing me. He murmured, "Then baby, have you ever lied to me?" Though his tone was gentle, I inexplicably detected a hint of danger in it. Alarm bells ringing in my mind, I immediately leaned in, obediently kissed Holden's lips, and acted cute. "I love you most of all. I could never lie to you." But the man didn't answer right away. After a long silence that made cold sweat gradually seep down my back, Holden finally lowered his eyes and gave an emotionless, Only then did I breathe a sigh of relief. After confirming Holden was asleep, I took out my phone. I opened the text my sister had sent. "Janelle, I'm coming home the day after tomorrow and won't be leaving again. Mom told me you married Holden Stone. Is this true?" When the Stone family proposed a marriage alliance back then, I refused. I didn't expect them to still be so persistent. "You and he have never even met. Did someone force you to marry him?" Looking at this string of questions, I sighed softly. Yes, I had indeed deceived Holden. Back then, our family had a cash flow problem. Only the Stone family was willing to help, but they had one condition. My sister had to marry into their family. Apparently, Holden had accidentally run into my sister speaking at an academic conference and immediately proposed a marriage alliance. But my sister was devoted to her research and extremely averse to men. She refused without a second thought. Growing up, my sister and I had always been closest. I couldn't bear to see her forced to marry someone she didn't love. So that very night, I booked her a plane ticket and encouraged her to flee abroad to escape the wedding. Then I suggested to my panicking parents, "I found out Holden has severe face blindness. My sister and I look so similar. It'll be the same if I marry him instead." Desperate and with no other options, my parents accepted my proposal. After marrying Holden, I lived in fear every day, terrified my lie would be exposed. But whenever I thought about how my sister could have her freedom, it all felt worth it. Lost in thought, my phone suddenly refreshed to show a trending post. What should I do after discovering my wife deceived me? I was supposed to marry her sister, but I can't recognize faces. She took her sister's place at the wedding and even gave me an adorable daughter.